lot on the line in this elimination round. A lot on the line for a surfer like Barron Mamiya, who is up against J.Chianca. And we celebrate the return of João J.Chianca to the championship tour. He's got a wild card in this event. Flick.
It was just awesome to see him back in competition, and he ended up with a quarterfinals finish there. So, I mean, there's some big names in the Challenger Series, and he did really well.
Here we go. First wave is going to go to Barron Mamiya, the 24-year-old from the North Shore of Oahu. Slashing through a couple of turns there. Mamiya right up in the lip, swinging that CI board and swang it a little too hard there, slipping off the tail pad on the final turn.
Out there in the water, but I think that's why we're seeing the slower here. Oh, here we go. J.Chianca catches the rail and goes over the handlebars. Unfortunate.
Under 19 inches, 18 3/4. It's his version of the CI Pro that has more tail rocker in it, so he can swing it around. Here goes Barron on that too happy, too deep on that one.
I feel that because you can build your speed so quickly, when you want to lay into that rail and bury the rail, you want it to hold. Here we go,
J.Chianca, second attempt here. Nice snap for João. One more time. You can see the tail rocker evident there in that arc. Snaps up into the top. Looking smooth on this one. And Joao with a first real score in this matchup. He needs to match a 3.33 or better. Your thoughts on that wave, Flick?
I mean, this wave, as soon as he took off, it was a smaller one. It had a lot more taper to it too. This whole set did, actually. Gets up into the lip for that first one. Jams it around here. Threw a lot of spray there, but the first three turns were really well done. Great combo, but this wave, like I said in the beginning, just has that taper on it, so not really offering that sort of exclamation point or that. Here we go. Let's have a look at this one. This happened during that interview. This is Barron, so this is his third wave. Couple of carving maneuvers there, and goes up into the lip there, gets a fin release, and again goes for the air, sticks it, rides backwards for a little while, and gets a little finish on the inside. So not a bad wave there for Barron.
Yeah, check this out. This is some technical stuff. Fakie riding. Just off that nose rocker right there. No fins in the water. Like an Alaya.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's a certain skill set to be able to do that and then engage the fins and kind of revert out of it. A 6.67. Here we go with Joao and his attempt.
Yeah, so Joao, this wave here is definitely more of a down-the-line wave, but he kicks out. Definitely not what he wanted. I mean, these guys just make it look so good, and their boards hold and they cut through it, but yeah, it's a lot harder than what it looks.
Here comes Barron under priority. And holding the rail through the chatter, no problem so far. Tosses the fins again, but the fins toss him back. Take a look at some replays. We're starting with Barron's wave.
Yeah, so Barron here, this wave, I mean, this is just a great example of just all that texture and lump and bump on the face. He does such a good job at placing that second carving maneuver. When he goes to the air here again and just gets...
João right behind him, skips that section via a floater. One more section clearing floater, lip glide. One more time. And one more. Just a little extra punch at the end of that. Pretty horizontal, but speedy down the line and showed a lot of flair in that final maneuver.
Bucked straight off his board, and then behind him, Joao. So this wave here, I mean, definitely a down-the-line approach. I mean, this wave sort of forced that. He goes up into the lip for that second crack, gets a third, and then once he comes through the inside here, I just love that extra little bit of flair that he pushed so hard on that tail, and he really got that lift out of the lip. Really impressive. So comes around this section, and this is the turn I'm talking about. So he really pushes hard on that front foot to get that fin release and sticks it and rides out in front. So yeah, I really enjoyed that wave of Joao's, and I think it's very comparable to that 6.67 of Barron.
14:30 on the clock, and priority with Barron. He's going to use the priority right here. Here goes Mamiya. He's currently in the lead, needs to improve upon a 3.33. Has to clear some white water to get into the open face here. Now he gets on rail. You can see the jumble that he's dealing with. Floater through that section. Gets on the gas. throws the tail again and again, goes incomplete. So that chop is just wreaking havoc right now with Barron Mamiya, and you know, the purchase or the grip that he needs from his fins.
And I feel like he was on a great, you know, a good wave to backing up this 667. So let's break it down. I feel like he does a really good job at the beginning of this. I mean, this was a difficult wave to read and to really pick the eyes out of where you're going to place each turn. And it was all looking really good. And then he just, you know, goes through this little lip line, comes around this section, and yeah, it's just...
That's right, all your official World Surf League gear available at WSLstore.com. J.Chianca is activated here at Punta Roca. Slides up in the lip, clears a lot of area with that floater. Big hack for Joao. Finds a nice wave with a smoother face out here at Punta Roca and just taking it apart. Chianca looks on the inside section here. It doubles up over the cobblestones, throws a full rotation, puts it down.
I mean, let's break it down here. I just love, this is the first real set we've seen. Digs that rail, and you can see how hard it is to hold that just through all that chatter. Up into the lip there. Big layback hack. Already, you know, 3 different sort of maneuvers. Into the fourth. Up into the lip again, and you know, just kind of playing with it here. S-turning his way back into the zone. You can see stomping on that tail pad there. Gets the speed and spins to win. Wow, that was great.
The pop and the speed of rotation, we're going to watch that right here, is so impressive because it's the pop, the ollie, catching it in air, rotating his body, and then being able to land again on the toe side rail. That's a full rope.
Well, he even went into that with not too much speed. So the body mechanics, once he actually left the lip, was impressive, right? Because usually, you know, going into something like that where you're going to do a full rotation.
We were looking for Chianca's going to take the lead with that, but wanting to answer back here. Barron Mamiya a little hung up on that first turn. Mamiya off the bottom, throws the fins himself, pokes the nose, goes down. So J.Chianca will take Mamiya at the 10-minute mark as Kaipagura along with Felicity Palmentier.
Yeah, here we go, Joao.
Chianca on the new board, just feeling it out with a couple turns. Floats there, seeking some open water, finds a little snap there, and and just takes out the fins on on the new board. So watch it again.
Yeah, so here we go on the new board. Flies around this section. Strider said it was slightly smaller, right? That's what Joao said?
Yeah.
Slightly smaller.
Honestly, it looks stickier.
It does. And you know what? Like, if I'm no surfboard shaper, but to me it doesn't look like it has as much speed as what his previous board does.
I agree.
I mean...
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Might have just pulled it. Just scraping the fins. We get to see this again.
Oh my goodness, just look at how shallow that's getting right there. Does he get stuck on it though? Maybe he gets away with that scot-free.
Yeah, he...
Just.
Is he in position? No. He's going to let Joao take this one. Chumbinho looking down the line. Looks like he's looking for a ramp. Skips off the bottom. And that skip off the bottom. Here comes Barron. Barron needs a big score, 6.84. He needs something dynamic, building up speed down the line. Pops it into the air, puts it down, and heartbreak does not get the completion. Well, next heat is going to be Indonesia's Rio Waida coming up against Hawaii's Seth Moniz here at the Surf City El Salvador Pro, presented by Corona.
To see you here back on the CT, just tell me what it feels like for you to be back.
Yeah, thanks AJ. It's so good to be back. I want to say thanks to everyone, my sponsors and all the people that has really been putting into prayer and like the prayers and like all the good energy towards my way back to the tour. It's been a long way and so hard. Every single day feels like 24/7 for me, so it's really good to be back in the water at the CT level. Is the highest level. I feel it's so stacked and I feel really blessed right now.
And already right back here on the glass in your first CT, winning your first heat in the CT since last year. Obviously, you're such a massive competitor. I know you want to win every heat you get in the water for, but what were the other goals that you set for yourself in this first CT heat back?
I mean, first of all, I want to say that like it has been a tough journey because I couldn't really rush the process, and to be here back in the water again, I had to really accept my flaws and accept the recovery process and all the I mean everything that goes wrong day by day. Like I had to really forgive myself and like be humble and be grounded to like really put into work on the next day. So yeah, it's a huge journey, it's a huge day by day thing, and I'm really happy. Yesterday I had a heat with Griff and Ryan. I was super happy to be out there again. I was feeling great. I have a great relationship with this wave. My memories from last year here, it's great. I remember that like I had really found myself right at the free surfs, and my feeling that my surfing suits the wave well. And yeah, always the goal is always to win, but I also have this second mindset where like if things doesn't go your way, that's okay. Like it's not overnight. It's not an overnight thing that like you're gonna be successful again as you were last year. So yeah, really putting into work, nothing like the day by day. Yeah.
So good to see you back here and taking it day by day. Para o Brasil, que bom ver você competindo no CT de novo. Como se sente?
Melhorou o português.
Obrigada.
Eu tô bem. Eu quero agradecer de novo, eu falei em inglês, eu quero agradecer todo mundo do Brasil que tem torcido e orado para minha volta aqui no CT. Muito obrigado. Quero mandar um alô para minha família, para minha mãe e para minha namorada também, que acordou cedo. E, mais importante que tudo isso, Rio Grande do Sul, o coração de todo mundo, de todos os brasileiros estão com vocês. Todo mundo aqui fora também no circuito mundial tem pensado em vocês, então que vocês tenham muito conforto e paz, e o Brasil tem orado e tem vivido por vocês no momento. Então toda paz, todo amor, a gente vai fazer de todo possível para ajudar vocês e a volta total do Rio Grande do Sul.
Parabéns, congratulations, see you in the next one.
Thank you.